NathanGraves989, interviewer and spokesman for the Abridged community. CountAbyss.
Hey guys, this is NathanGraves989, and I'm here with the creator of Black Cat, the Abridged series, CountAbyss. Count, thank you for your time.
No problem, Nathan. No problem at all.
Alright, my first question is, what inspired you to make an Abridged series?
Well, I guess it kind of started watching out Yu-Gi-Oh! At the beginning, kind of like everyone else has started out with. Then I discovered more over time, like Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho, Berserk Abridged, and all that. Then eventually I discovered Kaiser's Lupin III Abridged, and I think that's really got me inspired to come up with the Abridged series. Then from there I even go on and looking on more Abridged series as they came out. Then I found The Gray Man and so on and so forth. And then I guess what really gave me the kick in the ass to do one was probably Light 09's Peacemaker Kurogane Abridged and Ezi Kuru's Code Geass Abridged. That just gave me the final nudge to, do an Abridged series.
Why Black Cat?
Why not Black Cat? I guess it's one of my favorite animes. It's up there in my top 5. I guess that's why Black Cat. Huh.
What's the process you go through to make an episode?
Well, it's different with each episode. Like, for episode 1, I did the script beforehand. I recorded all my voices. Then I even did the editing, mixing and such. And then for my latest episode, actually, it was more like an outline. Not really much was scripted. So it's different every time, I guess.
How do you come up with your jokes?
How do I come up with my jokes? Well, I guess my better ones are spur of the moment type things, or I'll just watch the episode over and over again.
And I just keep watching it until, something comes to me. Something maybe a character does, the whole, Saya, shooting the whole gun off thing. That was a play on what the character actually does. And Saya actually shoots it down herself, and Train doesn't, but I just made a play on it and changed it a little bit. Just whatever comes to me, I guess. I can't really explain it.
Who's your favorite character to voice?
Oh, that's a tough one. I have to say Sven. I don't know. He's my favorite character in the series, and I just love doing this voice. I guess another character has to be Creed. Creed is another fun character to voice. It's between Creed and Sven, most likely.
What about the opposite? Who's the hardest character to voice?
It was originally Sven because it was really hard to get my voice into this really rough voice, But after a while, I got really used to it. Now it's probably between Train is really hard to get just the way I like it. Same with Creed is sometimes really hard to do as well because it sometimes turns into a Pegasus imitation if I don't do it exactly the way I want to do it.
What Abridged series are you currently watching?
I'm rewatching episodes of Lupin III Abridged by Kaizeneko, and also watching his Dragon Ball Z Abridged with Team 4-Star and all. Rewatch episodes of Zatch Bell. Rewatch episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho. I watched The Gray Man a lot. You can really tell in my 4th episode. Outlaw Star, G Gundam by Idlit Studios, Kenpo's Bleach, Naruto, Sailor Moon Abridged, Avatar. I watched some Rosa Versailles. It's not that bad. Full Metal Alchemist Abridged by FMA Abridged Team, Peacemaker Kurogane, Code Geass, Guyver, Case Closed. There's this new one I've been watching. It's Neon Genesis Evangelion. By Konata Productions. That one's really good. I think that's about it off the top of my head.
What about anime? What other anime do you watch?
I'm a shonen nerd. I'm a big shonen nerd. I'm into the guys fighting and beating the crap out of each other. Seinen's okay from time to time. It depends on storyline. I can watch Better Man or a bunch. I can't name any seinen off the top of my head as well. Lupin the Third, I guess. I can watch, but mostly shonen anime. Obviously Black Cat. I watch a lot of Bleach and not much Naruto recently. Naruto is, I don't know, it kind of lost it once it got into filler, and then Shippuden seems so dragged out. And I also watch Mecha. Gurren Lagann!
Are there any anime that you just can't stand?
Yes, lots. Off the top of my head, Wolf's Rain. Sorry, Sarah, but but I hate Wolf's Rain with a dying passion. I'm also can't watch Moe at all. Moe's just, I don't know. Who wants to watch these girls with their skimpy outfits that look like they're 10 years old?
Are there any abridged series that you think are overrated or underappreciated?
I say for overrated, I have to say Semi-Soma's Bleach Abridged. Okay, I don't think he's a bad person. I just don't really like his series. It's not my type of humor. And I guess Team Tatabayo's Death Note Abridged. It's not that it's not bad, it's just not my humor. Both of them. Especially Teen Dads, is because it's like Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and I wasn't really a big fan of that show. And underrated, there's just so many, but I will say, first off, Unwardo's Last Exile Bridge. Now, I can see why not many people would like it. It's a very different type of humor. It's very sarcastic, very intellectual, and it goes by really quick, and you have to really pay attention and know a lot of words. I had to pull out the dictionary, actually, one time to look up a word he said. Also, underrated, Phonami's One Piece More Better Bridge. I have to admit, it's not something you will enjoy, like, right away, but after going back and watching the episodes several times, I find things even more hilarious than I thought was before. Also, Konoha Productions Neon Genesis Evangelion Abridged, that's headed by Take-Home. That one's really good as well.
Pirates or ninjas?
Pirates. Pirates, it's not like... Ninjas are probably superior. I'm been a big fan of pirates forever. As a kid, I always dreamed of being a pirate, and so... Pirates.
Were there any jokes in your show that you regret or you didn't find all that funny?
Episode 1, period. I didn't find any of the jokes. At least some of the jokes probably could have been more, like, timed better, or, like, I don't know, improved on. A lot of jokes from episode 1. Or a lot of them were just flat out not funny at all. And I can't name off really any from episode 2, 3, and 4 off the top of my head, but there's probably a few. I don't usually like a lot of my jokes, but people find them funny at times, I guess.
What made you decide to use a cat censor instead of the traditional censor tone?
Well, first off, the title totally gives it away. Black cat, meow, funny, ha 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 ha. And don't you feel happy a little bit inside every time you hear a cat meow? Especially when you hear the word fuck over it. I giggle a little bit on the inside, to be honest.
What's the hardest part of the production of Black Cat Abridged?
Scripting. At times. Scripting's probably the hardest part. At the beginning, it was kind of easy for like the first 2 episodes. But now as I go on, it's been really harder to script. Because editing was my hard part for originally. I didn't know much about Vegas and how to edit that much. But as time goes by, I've been doing better with editing, I believe. Now it's scripting that's starting to get more difficult because it's really hard to script out some of these episodes at times, and it takes a long time. That's why episode 4 was so delayed, because I couldn't think of anything for a long time. So I have to say scripting.
Are there any voice actors that you look up to for inspiration?
Quite a few, actually. I have to start with some of the actors actually from Black Cat, the actual Funimation dub, are probably some of my favorite ones. Chris Patton, who voices Creed, I love him. I can't remember. He does a main character for Full Metal Panic and a bunch of other. He is one of my favorites. Same with Jason Liebrecht. He's been new on the scene, I believe, and he did train, and he's doing a good job. And I can't wait for him to come out as Hey in Darker Than Black, the Funimation dub. Looking forward to that. Another one of my favorites is definitely got to be Vic Mignogna. I love Vic Mignogna. Ed, Full Metal Alchemist, probably one of my favorite roles by him. Can't wait to hear him as Tamaki from Orange High School Host Club, to be honest. I love that show. Stephen Bloom, Kyle Hebert, and Chris Sabat are probably the other ones that I enjoy a lot. Oh, Kyle Hebert, since we're on the subject of him, his Kamina is amazing. Just so you guys know, I'm a Gurren Lagann fan. Watch it now. Sci-fi. 11 o'clock. Is it 11?
11 Eastern.
Yes, 11 Eastern time. Go, watch now. You'll be addicted as much as me.